I think I've overdone it. Seriously, I think I've overdone it. I purchased some eyeliners. I went for some standard colours. I went for green. So if I was going to do like, I don't know, ghouls or any green, I went for like a purpley aubergine, black, white and red. So, you know, I found if you need to paint underneath the eye, it's a lot more comfortable to have an eyeliner than to use paint. And I've just got some puffy glitter. And I just kept some little gems there. I then have some little sponges, so maybe if I need to apply the Miron water activated paint, then I can just use a sponge. I've got the recommended sea sponge, sea sponge. So that. I've got some wet wipes in here. I have a container. So the container I have, I can hook it onto the edge of the bag. I thought I could. No, sure I could. Yeah. I can hook it onto the end of the bag like this. Can you see? Like that. And I can always use it for rubbish or to use sponges, for example. I actually have a couple of these. Really, really good. I use them for face painting, to be honest. I also have some puffy powder puff, and I've got a kabuki brush. I then have collapsible cups for water. So, for example, if I need to clean my brush, have clean water to use to activate my water activated paints. So these are quite good, but they collapse down. I think the biggest one purchase in the kit is this. So this is my on the set palette, alcohol activated palette, and this one was the most expensive of all the purchase in one purchase. I had one of these. I've got a couple of these, so I just used one that I had already. This is to stand to my brushes that I intend to use on the job. And I already used one of these already for face painting. Really, really good. I was already gifted one of these cream palettes for a birthday present, or a present, and I'd not used it, but it's now come to where I need to use it. I did have a sponge box, so I've got some sponges cut up, fine pour, some coarse pours, so a range of brushes in there, sponges in there cut up, and I've got some spatulas as well. Spatulas which can be then used for applying maybe the liquid latex or for the third degree. I have in here an eyeshadow palette. This is something I already had, so it's not a new purchase, but you know, I'm a great believer of use what you have. A mirror, so, and this is a tile, so a tile mirror fits nice and snugly there. And then I have, if I could go this way, I then have my 99% alcohol, 70% alcohol, decanted into some small squeezy bottles. I then have a range of different airbrush colours. So some are Pro Air, but I do understand what Donna means, that you would need to change the colour depending on the job that you're doing. And then some spare alcohol if I need more. I do have some Airbrush Body Art black here as well, which is unopened. And then I've just got a range of different alcohols. And then I've got some crinoline fixing spray. So this one's quite good for water-based paints. So if they just wanted face painting, but they want to kind of fix it for a bit longer, then this is a really, really good spray. I've been recommended to use this one. And then the marble to put over maybe the alcohol-based paints. So that was recommended. I then have an Elmer's glue stick. Now, I mean, for paid clients, may not probably use that. Probably just use this one on myself to block the eyebrows. But if I did want to block the eyebrows on a customer, I could use this eyebrow plastic, or I could use some Prozade. I do have some. Yeah, I do. Yep, some Prozade here. I've got some translucent powder. I've got some mixing cups, which would be good for using with the third degree. I then have some blood. So this is some Pigs Might Fly standard blood. I decanted because the bottle's quite large. It's 250 mils, and I just poured some of it into here, so you're not carrying the whole bottle. I then have some dark blood. I have a bruise wheel, but I could probably get the colours anyway from either this palette or from my Miron anyway. I've then got some thick blood. This is the congealed blood. Coagulated, I should say, blood. I then have some liquid latex, and I've got some collodion. So that one's quite good. I've used this one before last year. Really quite good to make it like you've got like a scar. Really, really quick way of doing an effect. Got some sin wax. I then have some adhesive remover. I've got a variety. I've got a couple of adhesive removers. I've got this one, the Tennis one, and then I have some Prozade remover. I've got third degree, so the A and the B, so you can mix them together. I've also got some spirit gum remover, and in here it actually has a spirit gum as well, somewhere around here. I've got some spirit gum. A little palette. This is quite good, for example. Last year when I was doing the blood, just to have a space where you can mix it is really, really good. The only thing, obviously, you have to wash it. But if, for example, I was recommended to buy this, which is some disposable palette paper. So I've got this, which I can always use. And then in the lid, let me turn the camera around. Oops. There we go. I have another kabuki brush. I've got a cloak to protect people's clothing, a foundation, almost a palette with a range of skin tones, some brushes, some forceps, and then a little bit of glitter. So got a range of stuff in here. Really proud of what I've collected together and been able to put together. Can't wait to use it. So really can't wait.